we've also, another very important thing to discuss is H-1B cap alternatives. For those of you who are on F1, as I said, one of the alternatives to H1 and to be able to continue to work is CPT. But there's another golden opportunity that you can use right now, and that is basically the fact that you could file for a H1 cap exempt and even if that is part-time, even if it's for 5 hours a week, you can then, once that is approved and you start working, file for a H1 concurrently. That means you're working for both H1s at the same time. You can file a concurrent cap subject H1, like a regular H1, once your cap exempt H1 is approved, and as long as the second H1 is concurrent. And you might be thinking, where am I going to be able to find a job which is cap exempt? Because only certain H1s are cap exempt. Your organization that's hiring you has to be a non-profit or governmental research organization, etc., etc., or an educational institution. Now, there are a lot of universities, not a lot, but there are a few organizations which can help you by hiring you for 5 hours a week, and this was also announced at the LM meeting. So one of them is University of Massachusetts is a global enterprise program, and you can join that program and work for 5 hours a week, and basically your employer will sponsor you to work at that program, because it does cost money. So you join that program, you work 5 hours a week, you get paid, and then you can join a H-1B cap subject, your consulting company. You can join that consulting company for the rest of the hours. Another organization which will support this and give you that 5 hours a week that you need is Open Avenues Foundation. So this is very important information, folks. I hope.
It's Open Avenues Foundation, is it?
Open Avenues Foundation, yeah.
Right.
So they both these organizations offer 5 hours a week programs for students. So you could just do this on the weekend or in the evenings, and then pursue your, file a H-1B. You don't have to wait for the next cap season, and you don't have to go on CPT. But again, there's a caveat, though it's well established that you can file a concurrent cap subject H1 when you have a cap exempt H1. That there's no doubt about that. That's the law. But if a lot of people are doing this, USCIS may look into this further to see if you're gaming the system. So far, I heard from Open Avenues Foundation at the conference that FDNS did come and do visits, and they were very happy with their program, and they allowed it to continue. So that's a bit of good news. So and this Open Avenues is a very new organization, so we have to wait and see and watch and see what happens.
Yeah, only time will tell.
Only time will tell. But it is definitely somebody who's desperate to keep a job and who is not able to get into cap, though they have tried several times. This is like a golden opportunity.